Good evening. Welcome to the news at 10. We'll start with a Magic Valley High School that is cracking down on vaping. Just this month, Kimberly High School installed vape detectors in all of their bathrooms. And as Abby Davis tells us, it's one of several Idaho school districts hoping to cut down on the number of vaping incidents.
Joe, really dozens of districts got a grant from the state this spring specifically for vape detectors. Kimberly High School's principal says the technology will help them keep students safe.
It's the place that it happens.
To deter students from vaping, Kimberly High School just added vape detectors in its bathrooms.
This is very much like a carbon monoxide or a smoke detector.
This is one of nearly a dozen detectors on campus, paid for by the district and a new Idaho State Department of Education grant.
I'm glad to see the state taking an interest in what is occurring on the ground in our schools.
Parent Stephanie Snar helped Kimberly apply this spring. 31 districts got money for detectors.
It's very easy for their brains to start to crave these substances. And so as a parent, I would like to do everything that I can to make sure that first and foremost they're educated, they know the dangers, but that we also put in some prevention measures.
So this is the boys' bathroom.
Principal Darren Gonzalez says vaping became an issue at the high school about 5 years ago.
Didn't even know what it was, but started hearing of students that were being caught.
Over the last 2 years, admin dealt with roughly 60 incidents. Gonzalez says they've thought about adding detectors before, but the technology wasn't reliable.
It was a lot of false positives.
Then they heard about Triton sensors.
It doesn't record anything, but it gives you an alert.
Alerts for many other things aside from vape. That includes screams and shouts and distress words like help me, stop it, and emergency.
We've learned in the last, I'd say, 20 years that bad things can happen in schools. And if we can save anybody from any harm, it's worth it.
There has been some information, or misinformation I should say, online about the detectors. People are claiming there are cameras in the bathrooms. Again, like I said earlier, that's not true. There are cameras, however, just outside the bathrooms. Those pick up who is going in and out, but Gonzalez says that those have been there for a long time, Joe.
I'm curious, so if the vape detector goes off, someone gets caught, they're vaping in the bathroom.
Yeah.
What's the punishment at Kimberly High School?
Well, they're suspended, but that's not the entire picture, Joe. Gonzalez says, of course, they try to educate students about why vaping is bad for them. And of course, if a student is caught, get them the help that they need to either quit or just ensure that they can't do this again, or that they don't do that again. And they have several programs and partnerships in place to help them do that.
Interesting. Okay, well, I'll be interested to see some follow-up on how this plays out at this high school and see if other high schools will adopt it as well.
Yeah, we'll see. There are lots and lots around this area that have vape detectors already.
Okay. Abby Davis reporting with us here on the News at 10. Thank you so much, Abby.